Mate, mate. Will you take mate?
Yes. Hai u bijelu, mama. Hajde, dragoste. Onda ti govoru, dragoste. Mate, onda ti govoru.
So let's see. Oh, yeah, I guess Martin's link is better for Atkins. Can you hear what I say when I talk? Do you have audio as well? I guess I don't know if there's a huge lag in the audio when I talk. You have some audio, okay. So two of the games were, well, two of them had very big mistakes in the opening, I think, so it's not worth looking at them so much. So the first one we look at is this one with oh, if you recognize this game. It's Keenan Rachel. So the opening is fairly standard up to here, I think. I think this is the first move I found a bit questionable because let's say with this Kema, black already has Miai to make a Kema at c6 or at f3. So for me, it's not an urgent move. Let's see, I would prefer to play something like this maybe, or to split on the top, or even just to extend from here. So you can give me some feedback as well, I should say, when I talk. Otherwise, I start to go crazy and think I'm talking alone to myself. Well, 30 seconds. Yeah, that's pretty big lag. So I will, I guess I talk really slowly then through everything. Okay, so, anyway, this move, not so bad, I guess, but for me it's a bit questionable. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I need to go closer to the screen a bit. Is that any better? I can't hear for 30 seconds. Okay, so there was another standard approach here. Again, white secures the corner, black. Black here. I'm not sure this is the biggest move to threaten the corner, white's corner at r12. You like this move? 12 instead of 7. No, I don't think so. R12 is it's far too narrow. So f17 is a better move. R12 is quite a nice move to make, but I don't think it's the biggest one on the board right now. Black still has this kind of move to finish the corner enclosure. And you can also think maybe it's a bit early, but you can have some kind of invasion at the top. R12 for me doesn't. It can be nice, say, if white answers and we have this kind of thing. This kind of sequence, you can envisage quite a big potential for black, but probably white will resist a bit, I think. So I'm not sure R12 is really a bad move, but for me it just looked a bit how to say a bit questionable as whether white should really answer that or not, because white can still come out here later. You can play that immediately. This one, white's move is very calm, just live in the corner, which was very good, I think. But this move, p17, this was the first sort of clear mistake from me. Why did Rachel play this move? For me, this move is I lost the move tree for a second. But p17 is not it's clearly not the biggest move on the board right now. So black again can finish the corner enclosure in the lower left. Maybe invade in the upper right. Maybe something like this, extend here, or this kind of standard press should be quite good for black. But in the game, black played here, which is too slow. If I don't know, even if black passes like this, it's still not clear that the two black stones are going to die on the top because there's so much space there. So I don't think it's big enough to answer. R18 is a very good move for white, just to make the group completely alive and to be able to do an invasion anywhere else on the board or to reduce the black side. But it's not a move that black has to answer locally. So, okay, we can continue there. C7 is a good move. C5 is also good. So now black invades. First question to ask is, does black have to invade here or not? Hmm. Depends who you think is ahead on points right now. Yeah, I think the main problem with this invasion is that white is too strong on the top. Yeah, it's possible to be worried about that. Yeah, sure. So we invade if we think our opponent has too much potential, but here I think you just create a target for white. The top left corner is super strong. There's no way to attack that, and yeah, there's several options I would consider. I guess instead, c12. Mm. To play one step. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't consider c12. C12 might be better. Yeah. Yeah. There's also something like this, but for me, I don't think black urgently has to invade. Um, I quite like to play something like this, sort of classic. Oops, missed a move. More like this. This is nice potential for black, I think. I think shoulder hit is more reasonable. In the game, yeah, this move, it's gonna get attacked too much, in my opinion. But how to attack? This is the next question. And is this move correct? We see what happens in the game. upper right, b14. Hmm. Yeah, p14 is okay, but uh, white can straight away come in to erase some of the potential. It's an idea. Anyway, we can come back to that maybe. So, what do you think of this result in the game? Yeah, playable for who, Mate? I don't know. For me, I think this is a very good result for black because the three white stones, the stones at e13 are going to cross to j13. Don't really do anything at all. So black seems to have taken points on the top. White has a small group in the lower, just below the middle on the left. Um, so I think this is a very good result for black. Black erased territory. Yeah, black took territory. For me, this is a result. So I think it's very good for black. So what did white do wrong is the question. Um, what would you play here? What do you think the correct way to attack is? Yeah, yeah. So I don't know. I didn't really analyze any of these games very much. I think d12 is good. It's my first instinct. If anything is going to work, this should work. Just this is the kind of initial thing to look at. I mean, it seems hard for I don't know what's best here, but just kind of it seems hard for black to actually come out in this line. You just get Hanade everywhere, and you have c14 as well. Yeah, I I prefer this kind of idea. But anyway, the general principle in a way is to attack. When we attack, we push towards the thick groups or the strong groups. So we should push the black stone towards the top left. Um, so I think although yeah, I think this was a mistake which wasn't punished. Yeah. So for me now, black is ahead on the board. Um, I'm not too sure why play a Kema here. What is the idea? I don't know if there's any reason or not. Maybe it's not so important, but for me, it looks like it might create a slight weakness there later on. I would prefer. Maybe it's paranoia on my part, but I would prefer just to jump ahead and then There's no way this group can be surrounded anymore. I don't know if I'm right on that or not. This move here, do you think black has to answer this move? Hmm. Yeah, I'd say it probably wasn't. So white gets this extra move here, some points. Mm. On this move here, is this f2? It's a mistake. Uh-huh. Yeah, okay. I know the feeling very well. Um, but yeah, f2 is not it's not helping. If you want to make this group stronger, um, just here. Well, black's best move here, I'm not sure what it is. Needs some thought. Yeah, maybe something like this. I don't know. But well, I only identify the mistakes primarily. I'm not strong enough to tell everyone what the best move is. For me, f2 is yeah, it's sort of it's the move of a scared player. You don't have to play f2 here. If you want to defend the black group, play f5, and this is actually very good to erase all the white potential in the middle. Really cuts it back. Um, so for me, f5 is a lot better than f2. Mm. f2 looks an invasion at k3. Yeah, I guess it could do. But I mean, you can probe directly, maybe if you want. There are moves like that which exist, but well, it depends. Okay, if you want to, mm, I don't know. For me, f2 feels small. It's true. Yeah, you have some kind of big reduction there, but I think globally it cannot be the best move in a way. Here, um, k10. Maybe it's better to play like this. Black is a bit wider that way. Ah, so now white starts to make some points there. I think it's quite easy to come in to this point. There's no real way to get cut off. You have this, for instance. I don't see what I don't see what white can do there. From around here, from the quick look I had at the game, it kind of develops into Yose now. So these kind of second line moves start appearing now, and it's all kind of small stuff. I think the next big thing I wanted to comment on this game, probably it's the last thing. T11. Okay, it's the standard monkey jump, but oh yeah. Okay. Um, yeah, it's the monkey jump is always painful when you get it wrong. It just so what's the correct move to play here? You have a choice, right? You have this one or this one. Yeah. So with T10, well, we can have this Gote. I think it's probably the same with the other one. Maybe I show that sequence too quickly. Yeah. At T10, we expect this kind of sequence. There's also this one. Connect. It's about the same. Well, it's exactly the same, I guess. But yeah, this was a big kind of mistake in the game. I don't know, maybe you got confused between two different sequences. Mm. Then back to Yose moves, I think. Yeah. Did did you two have any comment about the rest of the game? Any bit you wanted to look at? Okay. For the rest, it looks like kind of small stuff. Black still has this huge monkey jump. Forget how. Yeah. No, I thought Black was quite ahead for a lot of time. This move here as well, actually. Earlier in the game, this is, I think, maybe surprisingly big because, well, not at this point, but I don't know how to go backwards quickly. Let's see. I'm not so familiar with the review tools in OGS, so I have to apologize. I don't use them very well. But yeah, here even I wanted to say actually this move, even this maybe I'm not sure when you really need to bowler with it. I mean, you almost have an eye on the side already, and there's no real way you can actually get surrounded. I think. I don't know. It's actually quite big for point in terms of points here. Once I was kind of thinking, once you have this, black has like 8 points, and or sorry, white has 8 points, and the the middle group and the same number of points he originally had on the top, but he lost everything here on the side. So even by pressing, I don't think you get so much. Tuck, tuck. There's some chance maybe to counterattack as well. White stones. Okay, but yeah. Overall, yeah, I think you both commented it seemed like a gentle game. So I think most of the rest of the game it's small stuff. Yeah, it is. It is. It's good for white. I think probably black is correct actually to jump out again. Um, I don't know. Maybe black should directly try something like this. I don't know if it's possible. Probably not yet. I wondered a bit about this move. If black can play here, if white, but the idea is if white simply connects, and black can start to have more points in the center. But I don't think white will simply connect. Probably white can play a bit more aggressively. It's not clear it's so good then. Well, anyway, that's speculation on my part. I don't know how it would turn out in the real game. Okay, so we look at the second game now quickly. Which will be just bring it up. So I go on to this game. Okay, I think everyone joined the game. Yeah. So since Matei and Kevin played this game, they should be able to say a lot about it. Again, what's your rank actually, Kevin? You're 8Q and OGS. Hmm. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So this is the. Did you see this in the AlphaGo or the MasterGo games? This opening. Mm-hmm. This kind of opening is like I don't know. I mean, when I was still improving, it's it's something we would never have played. Anyone would. If I showed this to one of my teachers, they would think I was nuts and wonder why or if I was playing this. But yeah, now AlphaGo plays it and it's great. So um, yeah, here yeah, it looks normal. I guess we can also think about, you know, this direct kind of approach and press. I don't know what people play here nowadays. This is the kind of old-fashioned one. It's not supposed to be very good anymore. Change positions. Right. Yeah. Okay. So in the game we have this. Yeah, and Utsunuki here as well was very AI play. I like it. And here, it's possible, I suppose, to play something like this. It's kind of in keeping with the fast style. I don't know if white plays here. It's not clear it's so great for white yet to play here because, well, just to imagine some moves, black has a very big potential here. It's not clear move 2 there is going to compensate enough for what black can gain. So this is another way of playing, I suppose, to play 1. But what you play in the game is completely standard, so can't criticize it. Here, I don't remember if this is the correct distance to extend in this case. The classic Jizeki is like this, but it's also possible to leave this extension and to play here. Again, it's a different idea, different way of playing. I don't know which one is better, which isn't, so just to mention it. H4, I had a question about this because for me this seemed a bit of a strange move. So what was your idea, Mate? I think your extension, Kevin, there is normal, so should be okay. Yeah. Nobody knows the right distance to extend. Yeah, I think you. But is why did you choose this pincer? Why H4? Excuse me. So just you wanted to attack, so just to make a pincer, any pincer. Yeah, say black goes into Sansan, you want to. Oh, black did go into Sansan actually, didn't they? Okay. Yeah. Mm. I don't know. I thought about playing this, but probably it's too nice for black. There's also the idea to play this then, and then to play your pincer. You didn't consider this kind of standard attack. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if it's better or not. Just to me, this seems like a more normal idea. Well, anyway, we have a pincer, so yeah, it's definitely playable for both. Yeah, there's this cut still, but I was thinking about something like this, but I don't remember how it goes offhand. I guess it's okay for well, doesn't look really like it works for black to me. There is a small problem for white in that he can't do this anymore because you have bam bam bam. Yeah. Anyway, in the game we have this move. This is a bit brave, at least. So the standard move is just that to add the move in the corner, but maybe it's acceptable to leave that for now. I don't know. This is also a pretty big move, but yeah. So black, but yeah, the second time. Is it alive like this? Can white kill? Don't see a way. And like this, it's alive. Oh, sorry. This one is definitely alive. Yeah. um. Yeah. So I take it. I take it, Kev. You thought the corner was dead here already when you play over here. Yeah. Sorry, I go too fast, I guess, when I show the variations. So that one should still live, I think. Mm. Oh, okay, okay. Mm. Yeah, so there's always a question in my mind about which way you want to attack this stone. So, as I said earlier, I mean, you have this move or sometimes just this move to attack white. To push from this side. The bad thing normally is usually see black make some kind of follow-up up here. Personally, with this sort of how to call this Shamari, I don't know. um, the right, well, the corner enclosure in the lower right is has more Raji than normal. Uh, so I would consider maybe it's better in this case to um, to play something like that. I don't know what other people think. Um, this is a complicated question, about the direction of attack. Uh, maybe it's not so important here. You played R8. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I mean, yeah, what, yeah, I agree with what you say, Kevin. Because I mean, last game I thought it's oh, Ken should have pushed towards strength when the push towards strength here is like this. So yeah, mm. I I'm not trying to criticize the other one. I just it's just something to think about. We always have to think about these things. So here, this is a nice move, nice idea, I think. Um, mm, Here I was a bit surprised. I thought, kind of expected one more push here. It looks to me like black would still answer, and then you can play this move if you want. Uh, mm. Yeah, Q16 is definitely weaker. Mm. Here, I guess this move isn't really so troublesome for white because they can come out or they can just make life. Um, but anyway, I still thought, why not play this move? It looks very big to get the Hane afterwards at R14. Uh, okay, we have this move in the game. Afraid, everybody is afraid. Yeah, yeah, tell me. After S13, I like this. Mm, yeah, I like something like this to make a massive moil. But, oops. Oh, it seems a bit hard to really make a lot of points there. Because white still has this. There's a lot of there's a lot of play on the bottom, I think. White can also come out here. Uh, don't know how big the center potential really is. It's always hard to say. But yeah, okay, I understand the idea anyway. So back to the game. Mm. This move I was a bit surprised with because this point looks very nice to me. I'd kind of be surprised if K16 doesn't get an answer. Because let's say white comes out, black plays here. Looks very painful for the white group. So uh, even if white plays here, you can then go back to your original idea. Oh, sorry, black and return to the original idea. So I thought white would play here just to enclose the top, but I guess You're worried about the center, so he didn't play that. So I understand this move. Um, mm, P3 I thought was a bit inconsistent looking in that okay, say you want to leave R4 to sacrifice that stone. I don't know whether or not, by the way, it's possible to play this, but say say you want to yeah, Q3 is it's a nice probe. It's a nice probe. I think yeah, I think it's more interesting to play I don't know exactly where, but this looks pretty enough. Maybe just this move. I don't know. Uh, so if you know if white takes here, then you have this, and you have a huge center potential. Maybe you'll keep it. Maybe not. Yeah, I thought this is kind of P3 looks inconsistent to me, so I was a bit surprised. Yeah. Not sure about H5. Again, for me now, black is sort of clearly staking the game on potential, so I don't think H5 is the biggest move. I think maybe you can look at this exchange first, just to expand the top a little bit, and then you have to look to see how far white can actually come into the center. So, you know, can you get away with this? Not sure. It's hard to look at it, or hard to read out everything here. Just looking at it in a few minutes. But yeah, this was it's a very good sequence actually, I think. So here, it's a bit surprised with J12. Um, why not? Why not the shoulder hit? In the game, he left this kind of gap, which white immediately went for. Uh, yeah. Having a young child, I understand very well that whenever there's an empty space, they want to fill that space. Is the fascination of the whole, we call it. So here white has no choice but to dive in exactly the same way. Uh, and why not? So, okay. This again is a very good move. G4, I think is too small though. I don't know if you can get away with something like that, try and enclose more. Um, looks pretty big. But it's difficult for me to count all the variations now. I mean, yeah, now the corner dies. Here, I think D10 is kind of a false economy. Ah, yeah. Oh, I didn't think of that. Mm. That's true, actually. Yeah, with G4, black starts to really have potential to harass the white group. That's true. That's a good point. Anyway, so it died here. I think the best answer is probably just C10, because that whenever you play D10, although you get some extra points, you still have a weakness there that you have to protect at some point. You won't play there now, but later you're gonna have to add another move. And meanwhile, white is going into the center because you pushed at D10. So in those kind of situations, generally it's best just to play quietly, just to pull back, I think. So the game sort of starts to quieten down now a bit into USA. Mm. So yeah, K15, probably a mistake. This was bigger. This move, did this really work? It does work. I just have to check. Again, just looking at it, I thought, surely black can play there. What do you play? Next sequence is N5. There's still enough liberties to do this. Like, what do we do? This? I thought this was connecting. No, no, no. What's the good sequence? Because I haven't read everything, so can I give you control? Here, cut. N2. Ah, okay, okay. And Hane, uh, this one? Well, maybe Mate doesn't remember the correction, the variation completely, but no, it's okay. I trust you. If you say it works, it works. N1? Does N1 actually connect? Sorry, that's my variation. So cut here. There's no trick there. I don't know. see. Okay, well. The black plays here. This is Gote, but that's the important thing, is, you know. Yeah. Well, yeah, what's happening here? Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't read that properly, sorry, I missed something. So maybe B8 isn't so good. It's kind of a shape problem. Yeah, but white doesn't want to play here equally, so okay. This is painful for white. But here you can just block, right? It's not so big, but yeah. This move is a bit slack. Okay. I have to stop here, actually. Sorry. My son is a bit sick again. Anyway, I think we covered everything. So, it's thanks and good night for me. Anyway. So next time someone else will review. So the reviews will get better, I'm sure. I posted the next the pairings for the next round as well. So I don't know if anyone's scheduled a game yet or not, but we'll play those when we can. All right. Okay. Thanks everyone. Probably I'll see you at the next review. Forget who's scheduled to review. I hope everyone enjoyed it. Okay. Thanks very much now. Night.